Certified most accurate. Now your TV5 First Alert forecast.
Good Wednesday afternoon. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Diane Phillips. We do have our First Alert weather days that are now active as the lake effect is starting to fire. We've been looking at some lighter snow showers for the first half of Wednesday, but it's really this evening where these snow showers are going to start to intensify, and some of them will turn into snow squalls, which are bands of snow that allow for lower visibilities and whiteout conditions to local drivers. So be very cautious if you're traveling here after sunset overnight and into Thursday morning. As the roadways are wet now, they are going to start to freeze up because temperatures will fall below freezing, and any little bit of snow on them are going to make them difficult. So that's why we are first alerting you to weather that is going to impact your normal routine. Here's the hour by hour showing the lighter snow showers for the afternoon. We'll be watching them start to build around 5 o'clock in West Michigan, and those will start to come in. There's one band around 8, 9 o'clock that's going to serve almost as a little bit of a front. This will have some heavy snow with it and allow for fast accumulations. That's what some of those blues and those purples are starting to show up as. So this is going to push eastward across mid-Michigan, and on the northern side of that line we have some wraparound snow, and that is going to be geared along US 10 further north coming into Saginaw Bay. That would be a little bit closer towards midnight, and that will then push across the thumb in the first couple of hours of Thursday. Lake effect will still be going on in northern lower. I'll watch to see if we get any boundaries that try to slip into the northern counties here of mid-Michigan, but we will find that the lake effect on Thursday is going to be much lighter than what we experienced for Wednesday. The impact on the First Alert weather day, this is mainly the reason why we have the First Alert weather day, is that roadways are going to be traveled at a much slower pace because they are going to be slippery and slick. Low visibilities and that blowing snow, it's hard in those headlights when those snowflakes are coming at you fast and at a very fast rate as well. So be cautious if you are traveling tonight. And tomorrow morning, when you go out the door, you have to bundle up. Hats, gloves, you have to have them because wind chills will be at 0, if not below for some of us. Now, our snow totals, we are still on track to find them to be higher in our northern counties. Roscommon being a little bit closer west, we will be looking at that 3 to 6 zone. The lighter blue, we do have that 1 to 4 as some of those snowfall bands will be cutting in close. Here in Huron County, just because of some of those pivot points, we will be looking at about 2 to 5 inches there and just trailing into a little bit deeper into the thumb. A trace 2 to 3 inches to be possible in our gray zones, including the Tri-Cities coming into Flint, but we can, because this is lake effect, have some snow bands that set up, so some isolated higher totals are going to be possible here throughout the thumb and then coming a little bit further inland. Wind gusts this afternoon are still going to be around 20-25 miles per hour, but they really peak once that boundary sets up. We will find winds around 30 to 40 miles per hour, so blowing snow and cold conditions. Feels like temperatures out the door. This is what it's going to feel like when you step outside tomorrow. 0, maybe 2, 3, 4 degrees below that 0 mark. So this is why we are first alerting you to a cold and frigid start Thursday morning. Highs don't even warm up. We'll be seeing those around 20 degrees, 24 by Friday. But just as quickly as we drop the temperatures, we bring the heat back. We're going to have 30s and 40s for the weekend and early next week. It will be warm enough that we'll be watching for some rainfall over the weekend.
Stay with WNEM TV5 on air, on the go, and online for more news and weather updates.